Who's the goats?
Who's the goats?
Let's go.
Right.
Let me get my list.
All right. Who's the goats? Let's see. Let's see.
see.
Well, for me. Okay. For me personally,
I had to write it down because I had so many, man. There's a lot of people, and I might miss out a couple folks, man. So if we did miss out and didn't say your name, that doesn't mean that you're not a goat, man. Keep pushing, man. The conversation to keep going.
Absolutely. And listen, for me specifically, I'm gonna dub my 2023 GOAT. So we're back. As you could see, I don't know if you could see, but we're under a fucking tent because it's fucking, it's raining.
It's
Let me
raining
switch
right
the mic side because I'm on this side. It's raining.
It is raining.
But we're on a mission, and
it wasn't raining earlier though.
No, we wouldn't have come out if it was raining when we left the crib.
We were on our way because it was just a cloudy day.
Yep.
No chance of rain, but decided to open up. So here we are.
Hey, this heater is pretty fucking nice.
Yeah, not bad, man.
Yeah, you know
Not
what?
bad.
As we're here, I'm gonna take a quick video.
Yeah, shout out to the portable buddy.
To all the shit that we have, because this is all because of you guys, and I'm not blaming it on you. All I'm saying is that we do this for you. Camera,
tent,
and even our topics to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Yeah, sometimes we just freestyle off the top about what it is we like viewing, what it is that's happening, what have we seen. And the last topic we talked about while we was flying, excuse me, I'm still a little hoarse.
A little horsey.
A little. is in our conversation last time we were here at the park, it was like the freestyle goats, man.
Yeah.
What considers a goat a great FPV goat, freestyle goat
exactly. Now,
for 2023?
Let's clarify that we're using the term goat loosely, right? Because technically it's the greatest of all time, and
there should be one.
There's only one.
There's
right?
only
There's
one.
only one. There's only one per era.
Okay, yeah, that's
right?
fair to say.
That's only one per era,
That's
because
definitely fair
my
to say.
GOAT will not be the same in basketball terms. My GOAT is Michael Jordan, but then the next era is Kobe Bryant, and then
Right.
it's Kevin Durant,
Right.
and so on and so forth,
Right.
right? But for me, it will always be MJ.
Different eras,
different
goats.
eras, different GOATs, right? Like, for example, my GOAT of GOATs, I said it in the first episode, Mr. Steele. No doubt, there is no doubt in my mind, not a single one,
Right.
that he is not the GOAT. I
Absolutely.
don't care what anybody says.
Right.
I don't care how anybody feels. The man has done it all. And not only has he done it all, and this is, of course, me saying he's a GOAT is my opinion, but the numbers don't lie.
Right. I mean, and I just want to buff that real quick because I'm not trying to whitewash what it is you said, man, because other people may not feel that, but the stats don't lie.
The numbers don't lie.
stats
And this man has been around literally since the beginning. He has been consistently good since the beginning. He has his own brand. He has his own motors. He has his own channel.
Brought a lot
This
to the
man-
table.
Bro, he flies in the Everest
Yeah.
on a constant.
Right.
Right? Don't get me wrong.
He's a regular.
He's a regular there. You know, they call, yo, we're going to climb Mount Everest. Call Mr. Steele.
Amongst other places around the world, man, and for that, he will always remain.
When I started chasing drift cars,
Yeah.
it was just like kind of the beginning of the whole chasing the drift cars with FPV quads.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we're so nice. And then Mr. Steele drops a video and does it the way it should be done.
Right.
And then he set the model for how to do it.
Exactly. Set the standard,
Set the
the
standard,
bar.
right? And then all of a sudden, everybody's doing it that way, you know? And then he doesn't need to step it up because that was the standard.
Yeah.
And every one of his shots is exact. And Mr. Steele, to all you hyper smooth, real steady pilots, he does not fly hyper smooth or real steady. I'm sure his cinematic stuff does, but
Of course.
his
Yeah, yeah.
freestyle shit and his chasing, I'm pretty sure. I know his freestyle doesn't, because he flies with a fucking, well, I don't know anymore, but he flew with a session, so there was no real steady.
I think it's an action cam now
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, exactly.
Mr. Flippy Floppy himself, man. Shout out to you, man.
Shout out to Steele Davis, man.
Absolutely,
Goat of
always.
goats.
Yeah,
Goat of
your name
goats.
has always come up in conversations anywhere, whether it be here, New York, Florida, West Coast, around the world, man. So
Absolutely.
for sure.
But what is it? How are we setting the bar for
Right.
what a goat is? Right? Like
Shoot.
what does that entail? And number one, I think, is freestyling.
Right.
You got to be putting out freestyle videos.
the skill.
The skill.
The skill.
And not necessarily flippy floppies, but
Right.
it could be the sabang, it could be the flippy floppies, it could be the gap flying, all this stuff.
Now that
you know?
that is an umbrella for the freestyle.
For the freestyle.
Freestyle.
Yes.
Not straight lines. Now
No.
we're talking about the freestyle movement of the quad.
Like this new movement, they're talking about, what is it, the cruise, the free cruise instead, like, so it's like a freestyle cruise, right, where you're cruising hard, but you're still freestyling, in
adding
a sense,
the elements,
adding a split as
hey,
here.
I'd like to add on to that, man. That's where I recently also, because I know the beauty behind both of it, I love freestyling. You know, I break my stuff all day, every day, attempting and trying new maneuvers so I can up the ante in my you know, my repertoire, or, you know, my Rolodex, if you will, behind the sticks. But man, freestyle cinematic is a movement right now.
Absolutely.
It is, man, because I love it myself. I
Absolutely.
tried to balance the both, man, and I'm still working on it.
You know, in the FPV is FPV Dead episode, a lot, and I'm talking about a lot of the comments were people stopped freestyling because it got expensive. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
For sure. I can see that.
Stacks went from 60, 70 bucks to $130, $140, 200, you know? And that was the post-COVID movement.
Right.
That everything just got expensive. The shipping crisis, the chip shortage, and all the things. So, boom, prices got elevated. Right. People, listen, man, this is an expensive
high
hobby.
Demand, high prices. So
it's not something that is cheap. You
Right.
just can't get into this. Like your initial investment is $1,000, $1,500 if you're gonna get into it the right way.
Nowadays, at least $1,300, $1,500.
Yeah, bro. I mean, the goggles alone. If you're going digital, right? If you're going digital, the goggles alone are $500 in a sale because they're really $600.
The standard ones, which is the V2s.
The V2s.
The V2s
No.
standard.
The goggle. Well, yeah. The goggles too, I think, are like $620.
Yeah, no. We're not talking about the goggles too. We're talking about the V2s.
The V2s,
the regular DJ.
$5 bills.
Yeah,
$5 You know?
At least.
At least. And then if you're going to go with a Vista, that's $160. So just for your visuals, you're at $720. I mean, at $750, $760, around there.
Climbing in.
Now, the frame and the components, as a beginner, you could skimp out. You know, you could get a cheap frame for a Source One. That's cheap in price, but amazing in quality.
Yeah, I was a Source One user myself as well.
$26 frame, so
Absolutely.
you could get that.
Couple of them.
You have now Emax $12 motors. You have Velox $13 motors.
Speedy B stacks.
Speedy B stacks. This new the Axis Eco. What is the Axis something Eco? It's a $70 65 amp stack. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so they're definitely bringing it back down.
Yeah, that's dope that Axis is doing that too.
Now
man.
let me ask you this, because I hadn't thought about it and it just popped into my head. With these prices coming down, do you think it will revive freestyle? Now that shit will be cheaper?
I think that's happening now because things are that cheap. Because things are cheap, there's a lot of pilots just popping up left and right. And not to say that that's a bad thing. It's great because that means FPV is not dead.
FPV is not dead by any means. And we posted FPV is dead, I think, 2 weeks ago, and we're still getting comments on it today. There's no way it's dead. I'm still here. You guys are there, and it's amazing, honestly. And we couldn't be more thrilled about the response that video has gotten.
For sure.
And the drone rescue too. People love the drone rescue.
Yeah, we're still getting comments.
We're still getting
it's,
comments
it's
about
fresh.
that, you
it's
know.
fresh,
and thank you for all that.
You.
But back to this is part 2 of the initial conversation that was totally freestyle.
Yes,
you know,
but bring it back.
We felt so strongly about the topic that we were like, no, we gotta set this down with some parameters and let people know about what we're thinking.
Right, because there was so much back and forth. In between, I smell rubber burning.
The heater's hot.
I smell rubber burning. I had to
heater's
check
hot,
real quick. They weren't just a handful, because we said, yo, what's your top 3? Then your top 5. Top 5 became top 10 to top 20.
Yep.
Listen, there's so many pilots from here in the U.S. to across the globe, everywhere around the globe, that we have to package the deal.
Absolutely.
What makes a 2023 freestyle Goat?
For me, mainly is your feed. Right? Because that's the only way I could identify who you are. I don't know you personally.
For sure.
You don't send me videos. So if your feed is 1 freestyle and 18 cinematics, then yeah, you do freestyle, but that doesn't qualify you to be a freestyle Goat.
Okay.
You know? Now if it's freestyle, then that puts you in the race. You know?
Absolutely.
And then I think you got to take it. So, okay, all right, your feed is correctly set, right? You're a freestyle pilot. There's no.
They know you a freestyle pilot because you're consistent with the freestyle.
Like, for example, the guys that I've mentioned: Bokab, Freestyle with Patrick, Seek, Blaze, Arc Drones. These guys, Squints.
Yeah.
You know, Sync. Which some of these are new, some of these are OGs, but these are, you go on their feed. Yeah. It's Bando, Park,
guaranteed freestyle.
You know, and I think that these guys now, the next level is, okay, how good are you?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Not how many views you get, because there's guys getting 50 views that are ripping shit. Right. There's guys with...
It's crazy to me, man. Shout out to Michael in the drone, man. This guy, he's in the South. He's in Virginia, man. He moved around for a little second, man. An automotive specialist.
Okay.
You know? I'll say that. He's a mechanic, man. But this guy is a silent creeper. Behind the goggles, a beast, a monster, man, and doesn't get the views or the action or the traffic that he deserves, man. And there's a bunch of them like him too, man.
Tons. You have to go look for them, which is one of the reasons why I went with is FPV dead, is because you go to hashtag FPV Freestyle,
right,
and it's cinematic. Literally. Yeah. I had to go back. I did this last week. I had to go back to January 8th. To see a freestyle video. Yeah. It was mountain, snow, waterfall, lava, swimming pool, beach, one guy doing a split S between a tree, more, and then finally in the hashtag FPV Freestyle, there was a freestyle video. Bro, and this is a hashtag that has over 1 million posts. So I went back 100, 200 videos to find a freestyle video, right? So it's not easily accessible. Now, I get it also.
To who?
Exactly. To who? What are you looking at?
Who and what's in your feed?
What's in your feed?
Is it who you're following? Mm-hmm. Or is it your friends talking? Like, cause me and you, we out here chatty patties about who's your faves.
Absolutely.
And I can't go without saying there's like 10. I have a list that I really like to get off, man. And eventually in this episode, man, we're gonna make a mentions of these guys because I feel like they're greats. Are they goats? Maybe.
Hey, they could be the GOAT of 2023.
That's
you know?
And this shit is all opinionated, man, because this is really, I'm not the end-all, be-all. You're not the end-all, be-all.
No.
This is just a stirring up conversation for us, the community, the masses, because there's a lot of people out there that we don't even know.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you said that, because while me and E-Man fly all day, every day, he more than I, our feeds are very different.
For sure.
Very different. Because he mentioned people that I had never heard of.
For sure.
And, well, he hears of everything because but my feed is not freestyle. And not because I don't want to look at it, just because I use social media for something else, right?
Yeah.
So, but once I started trying to look for it, it wasn't an easy find. You know, it was something that you had to go research, which is bananas.
Wow, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
Which is bananas, because the hashtag literally says FPV Freestyle, and now I gotta go search for freestyle videos, you know. But let's touch on a couple of the guys. In previous episode, in part 1 of this episode, we mentioned Bokab, FPV with Patrick. We mentioned who else did we mention? Bubby.
No, for sure, Bubby. For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
We talked on a few guys, you know, but we went home, we did some research, and we found other guys that deserve mentioning too. Like, for example, somebody we didn't mention was as a freestyle was BotGrinder. We spoke about him bringing up the FPV is dead topic, but we didn't. BotGrinder is out there
consistent
all the time.
All
the time.
Absolute a goat.
Absolutely.
Living goat.
A legend.
Living legend.
Yeah. He's going down in the Hall of Fame of FPV pilots, without a doubt.
Like, for real, like, I want an action figure. Like, I need a BotGrinder action figure or something.
A bobblehead.
Something, you
know,
bobblehead. No
Hell
joke.
Yeah.
And I mean that sincerely.
Absolutely. A bobblehead. There's guys out in the West. You know, we touched on PWX. We didn't touch on ATEC. You know, ATEC is another one. But then you have guys like Rotor Bob.
Yeah.
Amazing, out of the fucking Cali.
Right.
From, I don't know where it is. You got Peter FPV out of Arizona and his crew.
Wait, let me interject.
The
brothers in the South, man. Billy Bong Hackett, Skydock.
Skydock, absolutely.
Dronarchy.
Yeah, Dronarchy, of course.
You know what I
man,
mean?
nasty, bro. The things they're putting
and
down.
they putting in the consistent work,
Yeah, you
the
know?
packaging it, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Like it varies for other people though too, man, because great GOAT freestyle pilots aren't necessarily putting together that huge
They're
package.
not.
You know what I mean?
And like I said, man, the whole problem with this shit is the inability to find them.
Exposure.
The exposure. Because when 6 years ago, that's all it was. There was no cinematic. So all that was on your feed was either racing or FPV freestyle.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't anything else to go by. When the Cinewhoop came out, the whole transition became crazy.
Yeah.
And when the Cinewhoop came out, it was baffling to us guys because we were trying to go bigger. You know?
With the Cinewhoop?
No. So when I jump on the scene, the 5-inch at that point had been dubbed the perfect freestyle size, right? So we were not trying to go bigger because it was too big because they had already been bigger, and they were not trying to go smaller because of speed and stuff. And then the Cinewhoop came out, and we're like, the fuck is this for? We're set on the 5-inch. But then, of course, the creative minds started doing things with it, and we're like, oh.
That's what you could do
That's
with
what
it.
you could do with it, you know? And at first, tuning a Cinewhoop, a ducted Cinewhoop, was ass because it was so tough. There was so many different prop washes, let's say, for lack of a better word, so much turbulence that came out of that motor. It was very difficult to fly a straight line with a Cinewhoop with an F3 or an F4. But now, forget about it.
Locked on rails, man.
Locked on rails, bro.
Straight.
Locked on rails.
I mean, if you build your own, you can make it that way. Or if you're ready to fly, purchaser as well.
Man, the Cinebots, the Bumblebees, the what is the
Cinelog. Shendrone Squirt, man. Let's give that for real.
One of the originators.
The OG.
The OG. Absolutely. Well, Shendrone's, man, Andy is a beast in what he does.
Yeah, man.
And it's amazing. It was amazing to go see through the process, and he documented it. It was even more
super
crazy,
dope, man.
you know? But the evolution has gotten us here. Right? So FPV is bigger than ever, but it's FPV freestyle. Right? Because that was the huge debate that we had with the FPV is dead. No, it's not dead. And it 100% agree with anybody and everybody that said it's not dead. It is not. But freestyle, which is what we are freestyle pilots that here and there do professional FPV gigs. I don't think it's dead. I don't think it's dying, but it's definitely not growing at the same speed it was once upon a time. Freestyle. And the reason I say that is because more people get into FPV now with a Cinebot or a Cinelog than with a 5-inch quad.
Or binding flies. A lot of people are coming in binding flies.
Yeah, but the amount of ducted or caged drones that have come out is far greater than the amount of 5-inches that come out.
Whoa. See, so there's a bigger market for the cinematics.
The cinematics, absolutely. Because people are right. The people have spoken. It is much more pleasant to the eyes to see beautiful colors and beautiful lines than it is to see me doing a half-inverted yaw spin through a gap. Because if I do a half-inverted yaw spin through a gap, my wife won't be able to watch that video. Yep, exactly.
That goes for a lot of our ladies.
And it goes for a lot of people, just in general, not just our ladies. A lot of
people in general.
My dad, he can't watch it. He can't. And it's, you know, it's funny, and this has nothing to do with FPV, but for example, I can't play a first-person view game like Call of Duty or Fortnite. It makes me nauseous.
All of that.
Yeah, my son is a great Fortnite player, and he's like, Dad, you think you could sit and watch me? And I try. Bro, within like 3 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm good. You know?
Wow, that's wild.
It makes me nauseous.
Yeah, it's
but I
different for
have no problem behind the goggles, in the goggles. It's crazy.
Whole different inertia.
But it's you know, it's this spatial orientation. It's your what is the word I'm looking for? It's your, oh my God, I forgot the word. When it comes to me, I'll say it.
It's all right, bring it back.
Yeah, we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. But back to the FPV, what makes you a GOAT? For me, I think the highest is not your exposure, but what you're putting out there.
Yeah, how much you're putting out.
Exactly.
And it doesn't have to be every day.
No.
You know, there's some people that do that, that post every day. I mean, if that's what you do, I'm not discrediting you because that's the kind of work you want to put out. Freestyle pilots, I don't think do that on a regular.
Yeah.
Unless they have a different location that they're trying to, showcase.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let me see for an example. For example, Remy, we had on the show a couple episodes ago. He started as a freestyle pilot, but if you watch his videos now, they don't really fucking showcase any freestyle other than the free cruise that we're talking about. Now, mind you, his shots are maybe not premeditated, but they're definitely thought about. You know, like he gets there and he looks at the, like he said, he looks at the scene. How can I do it? I only have one take. I got to make this work, you know? But Remy comes to the park with us, and you best believe that he's going through gaps and fucking power looping and stuff like that, because, and this is going to be a little controversial.
Go ahead.
I think FPV Freestyle is one of the better ways to home into your precision.
Absolutely.
Now,
man.
listen, I say controversial, and this is why I say it, because the racers are going to be like, no, racing is a lot more precise. Racing is, and I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
That's a fine line, because it's both. I mean, it's a little bit of both. It should be a little bit of both, because both interact with the freestyle movement.
Now, yes and no, and the reason I say that is because in racing, you do laps. And the course doesn't change.
Right, it's just a constant.
It's a constant. Of course, you know, day 2, you'll be on a different track, but then you do 100 laps on that track. By lap 10, you've memorized this thing, and you're already moving by just pure
muscle memory
and instincts.
Right.
Freestyle, it's in the word. There is no track.
Yeah.
There is no loop. There is no nothing. You just go and figure it out.
Freestyling.
Yeah. Which builds your reaction time.
Yeah.
Which builds your instincts.
Right.
Which builds, you hit a ghost branch and you're,
yeah, you got to improv right away. Like,
and it's something, for example, that the noob doesn't understand. The noob disarms right away, right? The more experienced pilot is going to let that drone freak out and figure out where he's going and bring it back, right?
Fix the gyro.
Exactly. Fix the gyro, fix your orientation, fix all that stuff, which is why, in my opinion, the FPV Freestyle is a lot more, it's better. How can I say this? FPV Freestyle is poised better for reaction times and just straight up skill building. And we could bring it back to the episode we had on the Quadcast. What's better, 100 packs in one spot or 100 packs in 10 different spots?
Nah, for sure, it's in the same place, and it goes for the racers as well. So we're gonna big them up there, because repetition at the same place is what's gonna build skill for them.
Absolutely.
Same thing at the park with the freestyle artists. I'd rather 100 pack. That was my answer back then, and I'll still make that answer, because I'm still here 1,000 packs later.
And every single pack is different because it's in the name. Freestyle.
Yeah. Who's the goats?
Who's the goats?
Let's go. Let me get my list.
All right. Who's the goats? Let's see. Well, for me. Okay. For me personally.
I had to write it down because I had so many, man. There's a lot of people, and I might miss out a couple folks, man. So if we did miss out and didn't say your name, that doesn't mean that you're not a goat, man. Keep pushing, man. The conversation to keep going.
Absolutely. And listen, for me specifically, I'm going to dub my 2023 GOAT FPV with Patrick.
FPV with Patrick.
That's my dude right there, bro. That's my dude, because not only is he freestyling the shit out of that quad, he's getting better.
Yeah.
He's pushing the limits.
Yeah.
His shit is color graded.
Yeah.
He has the stick cam. He has the Superfly tune. He has the everything that I like in a pilot. This dude encompasses.
And not because it's him. It's because
everything I mentioned.
Everything.
It's not just this is my dude. No.
His skill speaks for itself, and that's the package in itself, the total package.
Really close second and third. And the only reason, like I said, I'm going with FPV with Patrick is because I've known him for a while, and I really love his style. Yeah. I really love how he attacks a park. But right under him, and right under him is both of these. Bokab.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know. It's debatable for me, man.
Bokab, and the reason I say
that's yours.
And the reason I say Bokab is simply because he is out there every day pushing limits, breaking shit. He might not be color graded and pretty and stuff, but this dude is pushing it at bandos, breaking things, and it's daily.
Respect to you, man.
And the next one, my top 3, Dronarchy. Another one. Killing it in real life, killing it in the Sims. What he does in the Sims, I'm like, oh man, that's impressive. This reverse fucking dive that he had down that
warp speed,
bro, and he came out.
Yeah.
And listen, while yes, it is a sim, I get it. It takes a lot of timing and a lot of coordination to pull out of that shit.
Let's just say, I'm sure it's not the first time he tried that.
Definitely not. But regardless, it takes practice, it takes timing, it takes hand-eye coordination, it takes everything that a good pilot needs. And that's for me 2023.
Wow.
Right? The up-and-comers that have to me, cemented their spot in FPV history as great freestylers.
For sure.
Might not be the GOAT of GOATs.
Oof.
Maybe 2024 they go cinematic. I don't know. But these are the three guys that in my feed have popped out consistently. Dang, 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 dang. Every day.
Man.
Every day I see a new video by these guys. Impressive. So salute to you three guys.
Salute.
And that
Cheers.
doesn't mean that I don't think other guys are great.
Right.
That just means that
I'm gonna piggyback.
Exactly.
That's your opinion. That's just your opinion,
Yep.
man. I'm gonna piggyback because there was too many for me, man. There's a bunch that's been putting out, and I'm gonna give them as honorable mention instead of calling them the GOAT. But for me, the person in my feed the most, there's just one for me I want to say specifically because he deserves the honorable mention. F Core.
Oh, wow. How can I
F-Core.
forget F Core?
Yo, F
Oh
Core.
my God.
Not only are you pushing boundaries, not only are you upping the ante, you're inspiring a globe, a nation. The way you make that thing dance, man, is incredible. Keep doing what you're doing. Congratulations to you and the new addition to your family.
Absolutely.
I mean, this just goes to show he's busy, he's working, he's a dad, but he's still putting out the hits.
Yes. And let me just say this about F Core, because F Core and I go way back into almost the beginning of our times. The only reason I didn't mention him is because I think half of the year he was not putting out videos. It's been like the second half that he came back. And listen, bro, nastier than ever.
Right.
Nastier than ever.
Right.
Nastier than ever. I love his aggressive fucking style. It's like you know, he's I don't know what it's called, those deep throat
Man,
well, not
he
deep
is an
throat.
artist. He is an
He
artist.
has that I don't know what it's called, his throat
Growling.
Yeah.
He's an artist.
And he flies like the music he makes. It's so aggressive and so
Hard.
like fucking
Shit is hard.
Shit is hard.
Hardcore.
Exactly.
That shit is F Core.
Salute to you, my brother.
Yo,
because
I'm gonna throw that one out there for sure.
absolutely.
Because
Thank you for saying that.
yeah,
because
no,
I feel bad
there's
not mentioning them.
there's a bunch of brothers, man, that I wanna shout out, man, and I'm gonna make the honorable mentions at the end because I'm not going by who's the best down the line, man, but I'm gonna shoot these right off the top. So I had F Core. I'm gonna keep going down the line, so I'm gonna shoot these down.
Please,
peace,
shoot 'em.
brothers. Seek FPV.
Yes.
Blaze FPV.
Yes.
And Austin Inspired. GLD. Lumpy.
Ooh, GLD.
Failsafe.
also.
Tyrant.
Yes.
Dave Rips. Loop Drones.
Yep. All of them.
Mike Pilk, What Is Real, Mika FPV, CYP,
CYP, I know. Yes.
Pascal,
Oh yes, Pascal.
Finley
as well.
Mark
Yep.
Baker, FPV with Patrick,
FPV with
yo,
Patrick.
Paolo Ciaggini,
Okay.
all right, the Polish camera, and
look-
yo, hold on, I got honorable mentions for these guys, man. Let's give it up for Axis FPV, who also was an up-and-comer, new dude, and his skill just took off, man, and he showed us like all through like 2022, 2023, man. So I like to give honorable mentions to Axis FPV.
Beautiful.
And my bud, LooseFPV, man.
Loose
Loose
also.
Josh, man, who just decided to, part ways with the scene because he had other things lined up in his life. And that's just the way it goes for a lot of folks.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna finish
Great
off.
mentions.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Great
finish off
mentions.
with my honorable mentions, man. Over here, Mint, Dana Stallion, Kid Callion,
Boy,
Skydoc, Billy Bong
absolutely.
Hackett,
Yup.
fucking Apache,
Apache,
and Buho,
for sure.
and yo, word up! Shout out to everybody out here putting it down consistently, Manti. There's way
There's
much
so
more.
many,
There's
bro.
so many.
We
I could
would
keep
have
going,
to spend.
man,
We
you
would
know?
have to name everybody.
So I'm sorry if
Everybody.
I didn't mention your name. I'm a little excited. It's cold out here.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Yo, but this heater is keeping my feet warm.
My
I love
feet are
it.
toasty. I was thinking that these things were melting my soles. It smelled like it was melting.
Let's see. Let's move a little back. Let me get my feet there too.
Mr. Heater, shout out to the portable buddy.
Mr. Buddy right there, Mr. Buddy Heater or something like
for
that.
the misses. Thank you, Anna.
Hey, thank you, my wife.
Thank you so
my
much.
love. Thank you so
Thank
much. This
you.
was great idea. But yeah, man, this is a
touchy topic, man.
It's a touchy topic, and it's a topic that is continually evolving because there's new pilots and
it
new
will.
guys are doing new shit.
Every era.
Every era. And I think we will revisit this probably every couple of months because new guys come out.
Yeah.
New
for
things
sure.
happen and
For
shit
sure.
like that.
Something for 2024 as well.
2024, we got the new. Listen, this was 2023, and if we didn't mention you, there's so many out there, man. And again, if we can't see you, then we don't know, right? So that's why I think for 2024, we should take it upon ourselves, FPV Freestylers, to start a new hashtag for only FPV Freestyle. So let's see
I like that.
if we could get a movement going, hashtag only FPV Freestyle. I'm gonna start it off, you know?
Right.
And
Unless
listen,
you got something better. If there's a better slogan or something, let us know. Put it down.
absolutely, put it
Tag
in the
us with
comments.
it.
Like, for example, shit, it's smoking, son.
That's what I'm saying. We melted?
Yo, I don't know, but that shit was hurting my
It's
foot.
I was getting hot on
Yo,
here.
word, son. It was.
Don't mess those up, man.
I
Those are
hope it didn't burn my foot.
classic Air Maxes, bro.
Yeah, let's put it on low.
Bro, shit.
That shit was nice and hot. I'm like, yo, what's that
Excuse
smoke?
me.
Where's that smoke coming from?
I'm telling you, I was feeling something was melting.
Oh
over
my
here.
god, that was great. That smoke was hot. But yeah, let's make the algorithm listen to us, because I know there's tons of us out there, and there's tons of us trying to make a name for ourselves, and
sure.
just the algorithm is not listening, because I understand. I understand. It is not pleasant to the eyes if you are not a freestyler.
Right.
That I don't think we could debate that. I don't think that could be said a fact, because that's why now it's maybe even tertiary after racing, because I think I see more racing than I do freestyle. You know?
Yeah.
So if it's not pleasant to the eyes, fine. I'm not trying to appease the masses. I'm trying to see my freestyle buddies.
Right. So you want the community to gang up together and formulate this new hashtag to try to create a feed of just freestyle FPV.
Exactly. Because that's what I want to see. I don't want to see cinematic, because it's all the same. It's all the same shit.
Orbits.
Chasing somebody. Where you
Not
know.
everybody, but you know.
But listen,
for sure.
Remy made a very good point, that why we're always chasing something on cinematics is because the FPV camera is an action cam. You know, so if you're just orbiting around something, that gets boring really fast.
For sure.
But the movement of the person running or whatever it may be, that creates the necessity for
It's
the
action.
FPV cam.
It's action. The action camera is recording the
So
action
that's
of
why
it.
I understand the chasing. But after a while, it's all the same. It's just content, you know? It's cool, and I'd like to see it here and there, but I would rather see the guy doing an inverted yaw spin through a tree, showing me this is what,
Man,
at heart, that's what we are.
That's a specific move I'd like to see.
I love that move.
I like to see
love that move.
Yeah.
Inverted yaw. That was, my man, I don't know where you are, and I hope everything is well, but Vic FPV was the master of that. Inverted yaw spin through a tree gap. Oh, bro.
Sick.
I remember when I started trying it, he was very inspiring to me, very inspiring. And I wrote to him, and he's like, bro, just fucking do it. Just lock your sights and do it. And if you crash, you crash. But if you keep on thinking about it, you're never going to do it.
Right.
So just go for it.
Go for it.
And I did. And I stopped flying for a while, and I don't do that trick anymore because I don't want to crash. But once the fucking snow gets off the ground, best believe that that's where I'm heading.
So we're going to go with Vic FPV's Go For It, right?
Go for it.
2024. Go for it.
Go for it. So to wrap it up, let's start this hashtag. Let's get this movement going. Let's bring, because most of the people that watch this are freestylers. You know,
for sure.
Guys
That's
that
how
are
they
at a
got
park
here.
just like us. That's why we're here, because we know that there's an audience for this. But if we don't make an effort to put it out there, nobody else will. Nobody else will, because nobody wants to watch this shit, and I understand why not.
And not everybody wants to do this
And
neither.
not everybody wants to do this.
There's a lot that goes
I mean,
behind
guys, you'll
this.
see it. We're under a tent. Everything is wet, and we're here putting this out because we want you guys to get this type of information.
For sure. I wish that people would understand that there were a person like myself who was looking for this 3 years ago, something like this with positive information. You know, it may not be positive for everyone. It may not touch everybody's soul, man, but there's something for someone out there, man. And we like to thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh, yeah. To all our family members and friends, all the pilots and pirates that are tuning in or stopping by to say hi, thank you.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Thanks for tuning in. Till the next one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.